the cow just glanced up at the sky, and the next second, it suddenly went berserk. The cow then bolted toward the jungle, and the boy panicked instantly. Fortunately, after the cow entered the jungle, it stopped. However, an even stranger scene unfolded. Not only did the cow start talking, she also pleaded with Qin Mu to save her. Just as Qin Mu was shocked, the cow told him there was a needle on her head, and all he needed to do was pull it out. When Qin Mu leaned in for a closer look, he discovered it was Madame Situ's embroidery needle. Seeing Qin Mu hesitate,
木儿，你是用牛奶喂养大的，我算你半个娘。
hearing what the cow said, Qin Mu finally agreed, so he pulled out the embroidery needle. What he didn't expect was that the cow suddenly collapsed to the ground and died. Qin Mu was so frightened that he immediately rushed over to check. But in the next second, something horrifying happened. The cow's belly suddenly began to swell. Qin Mu was so terrified that he quickly backed away. But what was even more terrifying was that the cow's belly suddenly split open, and a hand reached out. Then a woman suddenly emerged.
我终于从该死的皮囊里出来了。
Qin Mu was instantly scared and trembling. However, the woman had no intention of showing gratitude. Instead, she wanted to kill Qin Mu first, and then slaughter his entire village. Facing the woman's sudden attack, Qin Mu had no chance to fight back.
你是谁？为什么要变成牛？
It was then that the woman told Qin Mu that she was actually the wife of the Dragon City Lord. She had been ambushed by Madame Situ back in the day, and Madame Situ had turned her into a cow to nurse young Qin Mu. So she had been harboring years of resentment, and now she was taking it all out on Qin Mu.
婆婆救命啊！
Just as the woman was trapped, Qin Mu quickly seized the opportunity to escape. However, the woman soon broke free from her restraints. Scales began appearing on her body, and in the next second, the woman blocked Qin Mu's path.
全爷爷，
The woman had learned her lesson this time, and she launched her attack anyway. Unexpectedly, Qin Mu hadn't deceived her this time. Not only did his grandfather show up, but Madame Situ came along as well. Madame Situ told the woman, if it weren't for her breastfeeding Qin Mu, how could she have possibly survived until now? However, just as the woman was about to resist, she was immediately defeated by Madame Situ. It turned out that years ago, the woman's husband was a womanizer. Instead of disciplining her own husband, the woman beat those innocent women to death. The woman never learned to correct her ways, so she got what she deserved. Afterward, grandfather taught Qin Mu a lesson.
弱肉强食，适者生存，这就是大虚。
Then the two of them brought Qin Mu back to the village. However, after they left, night slowly fell, and the corpse on the water instantly decomposed.